Okay, so I don't know what the fuck is going on with this, but like, you know, I was doing the live and then it kind of cut out and like now it's. Okay, so this thing is being really dumb and I don't know. But yeah, I guess I'm trying this again. This thing is like weird. It's like glitching and stuff, and this has never happened to me before. So like legitimately, if you're fucking hacking my shit or trying to fuck with my shit, dude, you're fucking lame. You're fucking lame. And I hope you find something better to do because Jesus Christ, dude, like I'm literally sitting here talking about cats. Like fuck off. Just saying. Anyways, I'm gonna see if this works. I will be right back though, cause I'm gonna eat pizza. SpongeBob. I love SpongeBob. Actually, growing up, it was one of my favorites. But yeah, I don't know. It's a weird. It keeps like there's like 2 likes, and then it's like it just keeps glitching. I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm gonna go get pizza really quick. I'm trying to figure out. Yo, what's up, Silent Wolf? Are you still at the park? I know, it's broken. I have a feeling somebody is trying to fuck with my shit. And it's fucking lame because this isn't a, like, I know my shit has been glitching out. Like, it cuts out, but it doesn't normally do this. It's like weird. It's doing crazy things. I am smoking on jet fuel. What about you? Oh, okay, cool. Dude, honestly, I hate the area I live in. It's so sketchy. I don't feel comfortable going anywhere ever, not even during the day. I honestly just don't go anywhere anymore because I feel like I can't even walk places without being like terrified that I'm gonna be robbed. Like something. I don't know. I'm not even robbed because I don't really care. Like I don't have that much valuable shit on me. But like there's just sketchy people around that are willing to do sketchy shit and like just be in the wrong place at the wrong time, and that's like just kind of anywhere but here. There's just more shit going on all the time. It's so sketchy. So I just stay inside. Your town sucks too, I feel. So you live on Sesame Street? Pretty much. Fucking might as well, bro. Except the whole thing is just a fucking. What is the dude? What's his name? God, I'm blinking out. The dude, the dumpster guy. The guy that lives in the trash can. What's his name? So terrible. But except within the town of Sesame Street, my town would just be that dumpster. Oscar, yes, Oscar the, yeah, the dude. Whatever. That's pretty much, that's where I live, so I just try to stay inside and like not really go anywhere if I don't need to, and not talk to anybody if I don't need to, because there's just a lot of crazies and a lot of bullshit and a lot of drama, and I'm not up for it. So I will check your videos out, Silent Wolf. And also, I'm so like low-key like jealous. Orange creamsicle sounds really good. And I've had Grease Monkey before, and I've had like a variation of orange creamsicle, but I've never had orange creamsicle. I've had like orange, I had like sherbet and like orange, what was it, like orange, it was like, what the fuck, it was like orange soda or some shit. I don't remember, but yeah. I'm gonna go get my pizza really quick. I would take the phone, but my phone's charging, so I'll be back. And so I low-key kind of, well, I didn't burn the pizza, but I literally had to reheat it because I had like a slice of it, and then I just left it, and so I had to reheat it, and now it's like not as good. Oh well. Chat keeps disappearing. Sorry. You just had pizza, the classic. Wait, what? Find the black midget hooker video? I have this, it's like Supreme. It has like everything. I'm so cold now. It's like thin crust pizza. Honestly, same. I never ever like have a schedule as far as streaming on YouTube. I kind of just come on here like very randomly, and it's not good. I used to, but I never followed it anyway. So I put hot sauce on my pizza. Don't judge me. Oh my god, I feel so weird eating. I'm over here like trying to hide. Bacon crust pizza? No. Oreo? Wait. God damn it, chat, stop disappearing. French fries and Oreo pizza? No, never. your security cameras, do you find like crazy shit? Or see some shit and like catch people trying to break in or something? I mean, this pizza is pretty crunchy, but it's still good. I guess that's just what happens when you fucking reheat a thin crust pizza. So kind of like I reheated it in the toaster oven. So the toaster oven usually makes things like a little bit more crunchy. Yeah, but I do like thin crust pizza, and it, like a lot of the time, it's like kind of has like crunchiness to it, which is good. Sometimes when I'm in the mood for that, but otherwise I usually like just like not thin crust pizza, regular pizza. I also do like New York style pizza. Fuck, I can't talk. What is wrong with me? Pizza. I didn't just like pizza. I can't believe I said that. Pizza. I like New York style pizza too, which is like freaking like its own thing. I feel like because if it's not done well, it's not too good, right? So I don't know. What is on? This lighter has such a little baby flame. Right? Yeah, I'm pretty baked to be honest. My tolerance isn't that fucking high these days. So I take a dab and I smoke with like even half a bowl and I'm pretty fucking high. So my tattoo is finally, it's doing the peeling stage. And it's gonna start looking kind of ugly. It already looks kind of weird because you can see that it's starting to like scab and heal and stuff. Meh. It had a big flame. Oh well, this lighter, yeah. Well, this lighter has like a pretty. It works. It's just because it's like an electric or like, or not the regular like things. It's just like you push the button. It still works, but yeah, dude, this torch last night was going wild. It was fucking like it's almost set me on fire and like everything in this house. Like it was just like a huge fucking flame. It was scary. I I just kind of like didn't use it for the rest of the night, to be honest, because I was like not about to scorch myself. New tattoo. Oh yeah, I got this a few days ago. I'm like, what am I showing you? I got the one down here. I already had these ones, but I haven't really shown you guys. I don't know. I don't know, like I said, I really wish this wasn't here because I wanted to put like a full like other like uh mandala slash just like I wanted to do like a whole mandala and then like a bunch of sacred geometry, um, all around. And I feel like I could still do that, but like this is in the way. And this is one of those that I just got like very randomly, and it was just a cheap tattoo, and I really just didn't think about it too well, to be honest. As far as the placement goes, I literally was just like, I don't know, just put it here. And then I was like now it's like it's not bad and it's whatever. It's just kind of like in the way of like me doing like bigger pieces. So I don't know. Definitely be careful with like doing like too small of tattoos in a like area that's like really important size wise, as far as like what you have to work with. Because I have like really little arms, so this here could be like a whole fucking piece on its own, and this is like just in the way. And I don't regret it. I'm sure I'll figure out how to work with it or how to add to it so that it's like a whole cohesive piece. But yeah, I don't know. I don't regret any of my other tattoos, or like even wish that I had gotten them anywhere else. Um, Literally, this little one is it. Like this is the one that I'm like, I don't know. It's just, it's definitely something that's cool. It's a good memory, and it was one of those kind of like, not, it wasn't a spur of the moment because me and my roommate had planned on going to this event, but it was a flash. It was like a flash. I wouldn't really recommend, to be honest, unless you are just getting like a really tiny tattoo somewhere hidden. Like, somewhere that's not going to compromise like a whole sleeve, which I'm like, fuck. But oh well, I was young. I was like, I don't know, it was like a few years ago now, to be honest. It was, I guess I didn't think it would be in the way. I don't know, whatever. I don't regret it. It's not like it's a bad tattoo. It's just, hmm, I would have done it differently. And now I might have to even do cover up or some weird magical shit to like make it be what I want it to be. Yeah, no, I do like to usually think my shit through, and I think the one time I didn't is probably a lesson to be learned. And I think after that, I definitely thought through what I, like everything else that I got and where I got it. But placement is super fucking important for sure. Like I realize that like now, years into being tattooed or getting tattoos. I don't know. Definitely think it through for sure. Is my biggest thing with tattoos is like you definitely want to make sure it's where you want it. Even if you're convinced it's something you want, you gotta make sure you put in the right. My phone does hate me, huh? Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, you do have to work with what you got home. Oh, that's dope. Yeah. Honestly, sometimes I'm like, I think about getting something related to my my sign and stuff, but I don't know. I'm a Libra, so I do definitely like the scales and everything. Um, and I don't know. I just don't know where exactly I would get them. I think I got hot sauce on my face. SMH. I literally forgot to get napkins. Okay. I'm actually eating the crust for once. I don't know. As long as there's hot sauce on it, I actually like the crust. But I can't eat it plain. Anyway, yeah. I really do like the scales. And I think if it was like a really cool, well done, kind of like drawing of like the scales and not just the symbols, you know, I would get it. Like maybe on my leg or something, you know. Um, but I'm just so afraid of getting like too many small pieces and not being able to um, follow through with like the big pieces that I wanted to get, because as far as my arms go, like those are already, I've already decided what I want, but then my legs, I'm just like, I still don't know. I don't know. I have like one piece, I have a pretty big piece on my thigh. And then, like, to be honest, the artist that did this one, I feel like I would want him to do the rest of my thigh. And then, I don't know, that would leave me a calf to figure out, like, maybe I could get a bunch of just, like, smaller tattoos to make a sleeve. So I can get, I don't know. Because I'm just really, not that I'm indecisive, it's just, like, there's so much that I want that I know I don't have enough room for. Because I'm 5 feet tall. So I have to like really be strategical here and like be 100% sure like that's what I want, because there's so many different things. And I guess that does make me indecisive, but it's like if I could get them all, like if I could like, and I'm gonna try to incorporate everything that I want, like everything from skulls to like um roses and stuff like that, like traditional stuff that I want to get. I also want to get some other shit that's like not traditional, any like explore with different. Well, I do want it to be done more in the traditional style, but I want it to be more like neo-traditional, and so it's gonna be a little bit more like has that like twist to it that's like almost a little bit like fantasy like or whatever. And I don't know. I don't also don't want to have like something that's not cohesive, and I don't want, you know, in the end like I want it all to look good together, because I'm probably going to be covered in tattoos by the time I'm like 30. And hopefully, because at that point too I'm going to have like my own successful business and whatnot is the plan and the goal. But also it's just a matter of like it's their investments, you know, it's investing and it's a journey. And I kind of like the process of just kind of like living life, and like even though I might have plans for tattoos, I also want to leave room for like the spontaneity of life, of like certain shit happening and like certain things that you like start, you know, like different shit as you go on like make an impact on you, and like new things and you grow as a person. So it's like as much as I'm like, okay, I know what I want on my arms, I'm gonna grow as a person, and there's so much shit that I'm gonna like explore and find that I'm just like willing to wait, you know, to just like kind of live like life a little more and shit, and just have saved up money to get the best tattoos that I can get at this point, because I don't want shitty tattoos. So, yeah, I don't know. It's a process. I don't know how people can get a whole sleeve in a day. I don't. I would be like, oh my god, what did I do? Yeah, Mr. Inky. Calfception, oh my god. Yeah, that's why I guess like this one that I got, it's very minimal. And that's why I got it and I really liked it and whatnot. It's like very, very minimal. And so is this. And like eventually I plan on adding a lot of shit around it, but like I don't know. Um it's just process, but eventually it's gonna end up being like thousands and thousands of dollars probably, um given like the artist that I want to like honestly just do the rest of my arm. It's so expensive. And I'm like, holy shit. That's another thing about tattoos. I'm just like, fuck, they're so expensive, but it's an investment. It's totally not a necessity. I mean, um, it's just exciting to like be able to save and like work so hard for something that for me it's gonna like be on me forever and reflect a part of my life that is memorable. So that's why I could never just get a whole sleeve and whatnot. Like even if I was 100% sure of what I wanted, also because like I said, it's expensive to just drop all that money in like one go, and I'm not rich, so even if I was, I couldn't do it because like I said, for me it's a journey. I guess it's not just about like having tattoos. A lot of people just want to have tattoos and they're just like, they look so cool, and I get it, but for me it's not about that. So yeah, I really like things that are obviously gonna be aesthetically like nice, but then it's like I also know I'm gonna grow as a person, and like maybe later I'm not gonna really like certain things I get, and that's fucking fine. Like too, but I don't know, like people rush into it. Like my brother, he's trying to get like a whole sleeve. Like he wants roses and skulls and stuff, like his whole arm pretty much, which is cool and everything. And he has some cool ideas, but he wants to literally just get it in like 2 days. And he's like 19. He's a little impulsive, but I'm just like, dang, that's crazy to me. Like, but I'm not gonna tell him shit. He's gonna do whatever he wants. But I'm just like, that's just it's like no judgment. I'm just like, that's not me, and I'm like not down to deal with that much pain. Honestly, in one sitting, I'm not that crazy. I know that that shit hurts. Even just this little thing that I did a few days ago was like so fucking painful, and I really wanted it to be over after like an hour. I was just like, please, please, please. Like the last 30 minutes were fucking terrible. Even though we were like having a good time in the shop and talking about aliens and shit, and like music, and and like um and whatever, like spirits and stuff, ghosts, and it was a good time. But even like then, I was just like, oh my god, okay, don't talk anymore. Everybody, like, shut the fuck up so you can finish, because I'm in so much pain. Oh man, like my yeah. At that point, I was like, I almost tapped out, and I was like, what the fuck? This is like an hour tattoo. What the fuck? Nah. I didn't, but I almost thought about, like, I actually had to take a break to go to the bathroom, and that's like the worst thing ever. Like, taking a break. And I think that's probably why it was harder this time. I have never taken a break throughout a tattoo, like, ever. And these ones are all small, I obviously know, but I do have a bigger thigh piece, and I do have this one on my arm, and I didn't take a break. I just sat through it for like 2 to 3 hours straight, four maybe for the leg, almost four. It was like 3.5 hours, and then for the arm it was like 2.5 hours, and I just sat through it, and it's like honestly better because when you take a break and you go and um like take a break, your body thinks that you're done, and so like it starts to, it just tricks your mind and like your body. It just like fucks with you, and it kind of like the pain after that, taking that break, it's just like, fuck. So yeah, like I waited, I the first hour, like I don't know, I went to the bathroom before, but for whatever reason I really had to pee, so I had like chugged down a bottle of water, and um yeah, anyways, what the fuck. That was like unnecessary details, but anyway, so I had to go, and I was like tried so hard to hold it, but that made it the last 30 minutes kind of miserable. It was really, really painful. I felt like I was being like, I don't know, just like tortured with, it was like, it almost felt like with, like more or less like with something dull, like somebody was just like scraping into my fucking arm. um And yeah, that's why I would recommend to just don't drink water like too soon before the tattoo, because then like if you have to take a break, it kind of makes such a shit worse. And yeah. But anyway, um, I'd rather sit through it, to be honest. It kind of sucks though. I don't really. I would say I can tolerate the actual process of getting a tattoo, like, enough, and it's not like the worst thing in the world, not the worst pain in the world, but like it kind of fucking sucks, and like that's why I'm a little bitch in that sense. Like, as far as big pieces go, like I will probably end up taking my time with those, and even like slowly just doing it in sessions, doing line work to shading to like color or whatever if I do color, and probably just like take my sweet ass time getting it. But I have to, like, I don't know, find the exact artist that I want to for certain things. So I don't know, and then be able to like afford it. So obviously it's just like um, something that for me it's about art. It's also about just like expressing my like different shit, like different interests and different like memories and stuff like that. And it's just, I don't know, like it means so much to me. I don't know. Honestly, like it could be from everything, like having fun, like a fun memory, to like like commemorating somebody that's passed and keeping their memory alive, as well as like um just different shit that like is really meaningful to you. So like that's me. It doesn't always have to be that. To be honest, like I said, I plan on getting a lot of art that's not necessarily meaningful specifically. It's just art, and it does have meaning to it, but it's not going to be anything specific. Um, and I think that's like the fun thing about it all is just like you get to create the like sort of like world and image that you want and like want to like keep with you. Because I think as humans, right, we like go through life and then we like shed a lot of layers, and then there's things that like um, that you want to remember forever, that you want to carry with you, and you can obviously do them in other ways, but literally tattoos are so like, for me, they're so personal in the sense of like culture wise. It just really takes me back to like even some of my native like ancestors and shit like that. Like this tattoo that I got, it was such an interesting experience because I actually got this one at a convention, and there were Native American dancers, and there was like a whole like ceremony and stuff going on in the background, and it was like the most like spiritually like uh uh I would say just fulfilling thing, because it wasn't just, you know. And then the artist that I got to do it was like very like good at what she does, and she's like very experienced. She's she's a goat, as we like to call them. She's like been in the game for 30 plus years now, so I was like very fortunate to like catch her in that moment because she travels a lot, and then just sort of like the environment was just like, honestly, it was like super cool. And I know that like even though, because it was weird, like I didn't expect any of that. Like there was a lot of just cool shit and art going on, but like while I was getting this tattoo, like the Native American music was going on, and she's like telling me stories too about like kind of like some of her ancestors. And I was just getting, for a lot whatever reason, almost like visions of like sort of like what I still now believe as to be like my own ancestors. And I thought that was like, I don't know, that was a whole nother, that was like out of this world experience. And yeah, holy shit. um it was pretty intense. It was like really painful though. uh Fucking hurt along these areas, and it felt like forever. I swear, it was only 2.5 hours, but it felt like it was like 5. And yeah, it's not all fun, and you really do have to be like pain tolerance wise high enough, because it's pretty painful, and the healing process kind of sucks. So yeah, that's kind of my high mass. Good vibes to you. I want Elmer's Butts shotgun. Oh my god, Josh, you are so crazy. Next time wear a diaper. Oh my god. Interesting take on that, Josh, about your sleeve and your tattoos that you might get. But yeah, for whatever reason, people get tattoos. Like I always think it's interesting, personally, like why people do. A lot of people feel like you don't need a reason, and I don't think you do, but a lot of people do. I think it's very personal, and I kind of try to really study sort of like the culture around tattoos and the history behind it, and like there's just different eras of tattooing, and like the way it's grown and how it's now compared to how it was in the 50s and 60s and shit. Like, like Sailor Jerry times and shit. Like, um, it's also fucking interesting to me. Like everything about tattooing, tattoo culture, and history, like all of it is like to me is super fucking interesting. And like I love to talk to people about tattoos that have tattoos, and even if they don't, like that people that are interested, it's like, you know, it's always a cool thing to talk about as long as people are in like open, and not everybody wants to talk about their tattoos, and it's not like I ever ask people about their tattoos, to be honest. But like, I think that it just kind of sometimes comes up in conversation, and then it can either bring you closer or further away to a person, because it's like maybe you do start talking about tattoos and you maybe get a little personal and you kind of learn some shit, and you kind of connect with them and you learn things about them that maybe they wouldn't normally sort of like share, on a normal conversation, but they're willing to and they're open to. And it's just like, I know I've made friends too, like talking about, tattoos or seeing something like relate to and shit. And it's kind of fucking cool when you like meet like-minded people about certain shit, whether it be music or art or like a book or whatever, movies and shit. Like that's really cool, because like, like, okay, for example, like my Rose, like, chances are, not that I got this because of like this, but like now I think about it, like chances are I'm gonna end up talking to a lot of Harry Potter fans, like about it. And um and like it's just kind of cool. I don't mind having conversations, like, oh shit, like you like Harry Potter, like that's dope, you know what I mean, and like talking about like the movies or whatever. I feel like is always like a good way to bond or like get to know somebody and start conversation or whatever. Um, but yeah, that's just me. Everyone's different, not everybody wants to like even talk about their tattoos and stuff, and that's cool. Um, I don't really mind. I think at a lot, like at one point, I didn't really talk about my tattoos because I felt like it was really weird and almost like just like, I don't know, like selfish or whatever, and like narcissistic. But it's just that like it's not really to talk about, you know, like, oh, look at my tattoos. It's just like different things. Like every tattoo for me tells like different story and a different like interest of mine, and so it's like, and then it usually end up like connecting and relating to other people um over it. And it's just like, to me, like that's probably the best part of it. Sometimes like in public, even like I've met people, and like, sometimes you get really weird shit that's like way not cool to like, touch somebody or to like get in some space or to ask like super personal questions. But, like I've met people before, that like maybe I'm not like best friends with them, but just had like a really cool interaction because, especially like, because this is also connected to a band I like. And so, just having like conversation with like somebody about the band and about like their shows and and all this, stuff. And like it's just, I don't know, like, I obviously get it for myself and everything, but it's really cool when like people, like, they see you, you know what I mean? And it's not like you're trying to be seen, because a lot of people swear it's just for attention, like, or whatever. But it's not. It's like I get all this shit for myself, but it's really fucking cool when I'm like through going out throughout my world, and I'm kind of like in my own little world, and then it's like, somebody notices something that's like, that they connect to or whatever, and are like open enough to like conversate or whatever. Because I'm so like terrified of that. Like I can't just talk to people just like randomly. I have such anxiety of that, like such anxiety for some reason, to like just talk to somebody, even if I'm like, oh, like I'll say like, oh hey, like I like your hair. But even sometimes like I'm nervous to say that to somebody, and it's not because I'm like to like, I don't know, it's just it's more like I'm nervous and I don't know why that gives me anxiety, but I feel like I think most people are a little bit like apprehensive to do that, but I don't know. I don't know. I feel like in general my tattoos have made me a little bit more like outgoing and just a little bit more willing to like talk to people. Weirdly enough, even though it's also sometimes I don't want to show my tattoos and I don't want to talk to people about my tattoos. Like I just wear long sleeves. It's honestly like, and if I don't want to talk to people about them, then I just don't. But like usually, if I don't even want to deal with like people asking me, then I just wear a long sleeve shirt and or a hoodie, and then I just kind of like that's cool with me. I don't care, honestly, if that's just it just sucks because I shouldn't have to do that, but I know that like I don't want to deal with the attention a lot of the time because it's like unnecessary attention that I don't always want. I'm thankful when it's like a cool connection, but it's not really about attention. And like the fact that I do sometimes get unwarranted attention is kind of like one of the downfalls of having tattoos is that like you go into public and people will stare at you and people will gawk at you and people will ask you weird questions and people will like somehow think it's cool to touch you and it's just like it sucks sometimes to deal with that shit and you just don't want to deal with it. Like you don't want to even fucking like have the like weird stare, you know, or even if it's just somebody like checking out your tattoos, like sometimes you just don't want to be like an object of like I don't know, whatever the fuck, like observation at the time. And you just don't want to be looked at. It's like, bleh. Um, but yeah, like I don't know, that's the only thing I would say it's kind of like shitty that I have to deal with now. Being tattooed, that I obviously knew that would be a thing, but like now that I am, it's just like fuck, like why are people so annoying, like nosy and like rude? Like people don't really say. I mean, people are just like really ignorant, you know. Oh, Cat Dog, I love that show. I also like the Rugrats too. That was my favorite cartoon too growing up, and like well, SpongeBob was definitely one. But like even before when I was younger, I really liked fucking Hey Arnold and um, there were so many different ones that like even as a kid like I probably shouldn't have been watching, but yeah, like Cat Dog and what was it? God damn it, I can't even think. I'm so stoned. Um, oh, like another one. Do you guys remember that show? Um, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends or some shit. Like, there were some shows on Cartoon Network that were like hella fucking weird. But they were always just like interesting as fuck. So I don't know. They're cartoons, so like my parents didn't really know or like realize like how fucking some of those how wild they were. My God, pizza cats. How did they go? Oh my God. Oh yeah, Dexter's Lab was good. Um, I can't remember the name of the cartoon I'm thinking of. It's something like Rocket, like Rocket. Ah, that's totally wrong. I am so stoned. But yeah, there's like you know, there's some cartoons that I definitely think about. Some not some specific cartoons, but or like um my even like my own sort of drawings of shit like that I kind of sometimes want to get tattooed. Um, but then I'm like, I don't know. I don't think I could have that stuff on my body forever. feel like maybe like if I had a really cool idea, then maybe I would get it done. Or if I had an artist with a really cool idea, because I usually like artists to do their thing and like let them sort of create a unique and original sort of like piece. So I definitely like to have my ideas and whatnot, but a lot of artists like to just let them do your like they don't they just want you to let them do their thing. To be honest, and that's why it's like you have to find an artist that you really trust, because you fuck up your whole life, or just not really bring your vision to life. But yeah, like there's so many cartoons that sometimes like honestly even want to get something like a SpongeBob, like a little like SpongeBob thing that like I loved, like um like the fucking sometimes I think of getting like the conch shell that like on SpongeBob, or like the little pineapple, because I actually like pineapples, and it'd be so cool to get like the little like to get SpongeBob's house somehow, because it's like all under the sea, and like I honestly, because I've wanted to get like a whole sea themed thing, like I would probably like throw in like a SpongeBob thing or two, just because like I like really love that fucking show. I don't like, so now I'm like not obviously rocket power. Yeah. Like I'm way too high. um Gary is so cute. I would get Gary tattooed. I'd get a little snail, a little Gary snail. I feel like Romeo reminds me of Gary for whatever reason. Like I think his meows remind me of Gary. Cause Gary kind of like meows. It's like this weird like half-ass meow thing, and that's kind of how Romeo is a lot of the time. Mr. Krabs with his own tattoo that says "money for bitches," right? I'd get like a thug life, like sort of version of Mr. Krabs with like fucking bandana and everything. Um, cause I love Tupac, and like I don't know why, but for some reason Mr. Krabs kind of just like reminded me of just that whole like he was just kind of like, okay, Tupac wasn't really like that, but I don't know. It's just funny because he was all about like money and shit over bitches, and like just kind of like making his money and shit. So I don't know. I'm just joking. I would never get that tattoo, but um, because I also love Tupac, I'm like I'm gonna get Tupac's face tattooed, and I need to load another poll. I'm just joking. I'm not gonna do any of that. But I do actually wanted to. I did want to get like a Tupac reference. And this is so random, like from SpongeBob, but it just reminded me of that. Um, I did want to get like the words maybe of the rose that grew from concrete, because that shit like really sat with me, and I read that like little book of his in high school, and that shit really like changed my life. And I just grew up listening to Tupac, and he's honestly one of my favorites forever and ever. Like just one of the biggest influences for me as far as like music and like writing and like poetry and shit. Like it's probably one of the reasons why I ever started writing and like really fell in love with music and rap and hip hop. So it's like I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, I want to get shit like that, but I'm like, I don't know if I want it on me forever. So that's why I don't like to get very specific shit. You know, like I'm just joking about like, you know, getting like random shit. And sometimes I'm like, I totally would get like little cute shit, but yeah, like I try like I guess try to get things that aren't like very like too specific, that are kind of like they're related, but they're not. It's not like, I don't know. It's not like com- completely. Yeah, I don't know. Like for example, like I could never get SpongeBob's face tattooed on me. You know what I mean? Like, like I don't know. I don't know why I would do that. I wouldn't. Yeah, I don't think I would be happy with that for forever, to be honest. But yeah, I definitely get something that was like related to it. And that's usually kind of my rule with most tattoos for me personally, is like if I'm gonna get something that has to do with a movie or an artist, like I'm about not about to like get something that is a little bit too like, I don't know, almost like on the borderline of even copyright infringement type thing, you know what I mean? Like you're just like replicating like whatever the fuck the show is, and then it's like it's borderline like copyright lawsuit and shit over here because you have like the Nickelodeon sign plastered on you. And you can't like be on TV. And I don't know. Like every time you go on TV, you're like fined. No, I don't know. I feel like that might be a thing someday. But yeah, I think it'll be really cool to figure out a way to like get some of those things like from my childhood and like artists and stuff in a way that are like, obviously it's like inspirational, but it's not just like I'm about to get like SpongeBob's face on me, you know what I mean? Or like even like something like a little bit too like like related to it or too like out there. Um, I just, mainly because even with artists, it's like artists aren't perfect, and sorry about that. Wi-Fi went out again. The snail was part of the show, right? The snail and like um honestly, I really love Squidward. Like to be honest, I think Squidward and Patrick were probably one of my favorites. Um, you know, SpongeBob I kind of just put up with. I'm just kidding. I think when I was younger, I liked SpongeBob, and then as I got older, I was like not as into SpongeBob specifically. I was more into like Patrick and Squidward and Sandy. What's up, Junior Libra? How are you? I grew up on Nirvana and Metallica. Same, same. I grew up on like Sublime and other shit too. Like that was, you know, classic of the 90s and like alternative music. But then, you know, just classic shit like Metallica and Pink Floyd and fucking, you know, even like just like the Doors, and yeah, like I love the Doors. Like my even my stepdad, who like didn't even speak English, was like would play the Doors all the time as a kid. And my uncle is like huge fan of the Doors and has like a whole Doors tattoo. He has like I think he has, Romeo, don't try to eat my pizza, little bitch. Romeo, there's hot sauce on there. What are you doing, Rome? What are you doing? boy. He's a good boy. He's staring my pizza down. He's really just plotting on the pizza. How are you, dude? What are you up to? What are you smoking on? I'm about to load another bowl. Romeo, would you stop trying to plot on my pizza? Love you. Love you, cutie. He wants a bong hit. Yeah, sometimes I'm like, I wonder, like, does he want a bong hit? Come on. It keeps freezing. It's so fucking annoying. Pizza sounds bomb right now. Well, I picked up top shelf, but turned out to be Google bug. Aw, that sucks. Nah, it's not him. It's literally me. I don't know why. Like, this Wi-Fi is shit, dude. And it's supposed to be pretty good, and I never have problems with it other than when I'm streaming. And I literally live stream on other things and on other apps, and it doesn't give me these problems. Um, and then like I fucking have Netflix and YouTube and stuff going like on multiple devices because there's multiple people that live here, and it's just fine. Right now, it's just me. Nobody's on the Wi-Fi. All I'm doing is live streaming, and it keeps going in and out, and I don't understand why. I think it might be my phone too that's just kind of shitty, but I honestly I don't know. I don't think it's YouTube, to be honest, but I'm pretty sure it's just like my dumbest phone. And the Wi-Fi too, I guess, like, we've been having more problems with it lately. Um, and yeah, I don't know, we're probably gonna have to get Comcast out here or some shit because I don't know if it's working as good. It's pretty cold. It's getting pretty cold at night, yeah. Oh yeah, that's cool. You can do that on Xfinity. I honestly really hate it though. It's like I hate Xfinity. It's shit. Oh, well, we just got so much cat hair everywhere. Oh, but yeah, like, my uncle, he's so cool. Like, he's covered in tattoos, but he has, like, the doors, there's, like, the doors, like, the 10 man, like, the 10 armed man or whatever, is it 10? Like, whatever, however, like, with, like, all the arms. He has that tattooed, and it's really cool. He also has the, the Sublime Sun tattooed, and that's really cool. I forget where he has it. I think he has it on his back, and then he has the doors one on his chest or something like that. But yeah, he's kind of like the one that inspired me to get tattoos in the first place. He's the only one in my family that ever had that many tattoos or like was really covered in tattoos. Um, and had like pretty good tattoos, I guess. Like I don't know, my mom had some, but they were hidden. And yeah, I don't know, like he really inspired in like my music interests and stuff, and he showed me a lot of good music, and, and like it was just really really dope. I still like I don't know, I still think he's pretty dope, and he still shows me a lot of good music and stuff. But yeah, sometimes I'm like I think I might get the Sublime Sun, but then I don't know exactly where. Or actually, there's like a Sublime like album cover that I wanted to get. That's it's like the bad fish one. I want to get a bad fish. Like that's what I really want to get. As far as the sublime goes, like I want to get a bad fish smoking a joint. Like that's yeah, that's something I would totally get. And then I also want to get a portrait of this little guy. Oh, Rome. Oh, handsome. He's so fucking cute. What a good boy, Rome. You're getting hair everywhere. Yeah, you got Comcast. Yeah, like, see, I don't know. It's just, I don't know if it's the area, because, like, sometimes certain areas aren't as good with Comcast and whatnot. But, like I said, it's only with YouTube that I ever have problems with the internet. Like, I never ever have problems with it. Otherwise, sometimes we do have to reset it because it's being dumb, but it's fine after. I don't know. Bro, why are you so shy, huh? Why are you so shy? He's totally trying to, like, kind of hide from the camera. Boom. Mom, what are you doing now? You're so handsome. He doesn't like the camera. Okay, I'm forward. Mom, are you gonna let me smoke this bowl? Or no? Yeah, I guess I'm stuck here for like 20 years. Yep. He's definitely not moving. I'll get a goldfish in a bong. That would be actually kind of cool. He's a big boy. He's a really big boy. You're a handsome boy. Oh my god, this is so annoying. I'm so annoyed now. Like, I do not blame you if you're annoyed. I'm annoyed. And it's fucking bullshit that it cuts out every 5 minutes. Like, every 5 minutes, it's annoying. I'm sorry. I'm gonna see if there's anything I can do to fix it, but yeah, this is kind of why I don't really stream that often. I want to, but like, I literally always have problems, so I just don't. Because I don't want to have shitty streams. But what are you doing? I'm gonna smoke a bowl, okay? Watch it. Honestly, he'll probably move. He doesn't want to smoke. Look at the smokes. There's so much hair in me. Honestly, LA Woman is one of my favorite strains. Weed wise, it doesn't have the best taste in my personal opinion, but I really like the effects of it. It's really calming, sort of like, I don't know. It's like there's something really cool about that strain that makes you feel calm, but like really like creative at the same time. I don't know. Your first cat weighed 34 pounds. Holy shit. This guy is like, he's like 14 pounds. Just thick boy. Oh, bro. Big handsome boy. I'm like stuck. Alright. Romeo, this is not a toy. Can't reach the lighter. Romeo likes to play with lighters. I think he secretly steals my lighters. This Friday, around this time, alright, I'll definitely try to make it there. I should be able to. I like GMO. Good high. Odd taste. Wait, hold on, sorry, I'm reading this all over the place. What is your name? Although I don't want to call you Moon, that's not me. Yeah, you can. Just call me Moon. Yeah, just call me Moon, to be honest. Like, I don't know. Stands for garlic, mushrooms, and onions. GMO tastes like garlic. That sounds good. That sounds really good. I love garlic, mushrooms, and onions. I'm weird, I guess, but I love mushrooms so much. You a bat? You're allergic to garlic? That sucks. I love garlic. I love it. It gets a little like scared by the noise. I'm sorry, Ron. I'm not scared. Doo-doo. I told you. Who's gonna smoke a bowl? And nuts. That sucks. Oh. I'm not allergic to anything that I know of yet. I hope I'm not. That would suck. I knew this guy that was allergic to fish, that like ate fish anyway because he liked it so much. He just carried EpiPens with him everywhere. He would just like eat fish and then like almost die and then just like stab himself with an EpiPen. And sometimes have to go to the hospital. I guess. He really liked fish. Oh fuck. It sucks, but yeah, because like we went fishing. Oh my god, it's terrible. But yeah, so like I went fishing with my best friend from high school, and well, like she's still one of my best friends, but we've been best friends since we were in high school, and we went camping in like the like that like our friend that came, he well obviously was fishing with us, and he's allergic to fish, and then like you know yeah he had to be really careful not to like um touch the fish and stuff and get like poked, and yeah it was just like dang dude. It's like in due date where Buddy was allergic to waffles but kept eating them. Yeah, yeah, pretty much. There's an episode of A Thousand Ways to Die. Damn, that's crazy. That's definitely one way to die. It's fucking outrageous. Like, why would he even drink breast milk? Like, do they still make that, like, any episodes of that show? I don't even know, but I used to watch it too. Sup, Baker? It's the first time I'm watching it. I can't even. I can't even either. I can't remember when's the last time I watched that show. And I don't know. I don't even know if that show exists. We're just talking about random shit. I don't know. I'm hella random. I'm talking about like all kinds of shit. We're talking about 1,000 Ways to Die, I guess. um, yeah, that dude was definitely like playing with fire there. I'm trying not to blow the smoke because my cat's still right next to me. I'm trying not to like blow the smoke too close to him because he doesn't really like it. To be honest, he doesn't mind a little bit of it, but if I give like too much in his face, I feel bad, and I'm not trying to get him like plastered or like uncomfortable. I think that's really important. Is like if your pet doesn't seem to like it too much, then don't obviously fucking smoke around them. Or like in their face or even too close to them. My cat doesn't really mind it. It's just that I don't think he likes the sound of the bong. Like I think he kind of gets like very weirded out by it, and then he doesn't like a ton of smoke, which is like obvious. But I never really like try to get my cat high on purpose or anything. Like sometimes he'll just sit next to me, and he doesn't give a fuck, and um, I don't really think it affects him much, to be honest. I don't even really think he gets high. I think your cat likes dab smoke more. That's so cute. Yeah, there's definitely animals that are like that really love it. I had my cat Wednesday who really loved weed. Like, she legit would sit on my lap when I fucking smoked out of my bong, and she would try to eat the smoke. And, like, she wouldn't always, but once in a while she would. And she would always, like, nibble on stems, and she liked weed, and she's also an older cat, I think, and she had some more pain. She had some pain and stuff in her joints. So I think it honestly she realized it helped her with pain and like appetite actually, and so it's like for her she would try to like get closer to me. Romeo, he's not really trying to get high. I don't really think Romeo is too much of a mega stoner. I think he'll get a little high with me and like sit because he knows and everything, but he's not like gonna get super stoned. Like he'll just like kind of get a little bit and then just chill. That's so cute. Um, I don't know. You just gotta kind of figure out what your animal likes, and most of the time they'll tell you and like let you know. So some cats are mega stoners, and dogs too. Um, and then some of them just don't really like it that much, or it doesn't, for whatever reason, it doesn't really seem to like affect them that much or phase them. Your dog likes catnip? Your little pit bull? That's so funny. and okay, this is dramatic. Like this is that's funny. I've never really seen a dog that likes catnip. My cat doesn't even really like catnip. That's why I'm like he doesn't really like to get high that much. Like or too like higher, like out of like normal perception for whatever reason. He's just like chill as fuck the way he is. I think he's pretty fucking in his own little world as it is. But like he doesn't like catnip. I've gotten him catnip toys. I've bought him catnip and he just doesn't care for it. I'm like, alright, cool. Catnip bubbles. That's a thing. That's funny. See, like, I lived with some friends for a while, and this dude, he had two cats, and they were female cats, and, like, one of them was pretty cool with Romeo, but still kind of a bitch to him. The other one was just, like, a straight bitch to everybody, and, like, they like catnip, and some of the shit I saw them do on catnip was just like wild. It was so funny though, and like they liked it, and they loved the catnip spray and like the toys and shit, and like Romeo would literally just sit there and watch them. He literally would just like have like he would it was like he was watching a movie. He'd be like really entertained by it. But he wouldn't ever like go and try to eat the catnip and whatnot. He would just kind of sit there and laugh, like kind of. I don't know. I wouldn't say laugh. He's a cat, but like sometimes I'm just kind of like, dude is just like entertained with like watching other people and other cats. I don't know. He's so funny. He loves watching TV and like watching people play video games. Hi, cats were confused. Wait, at Walmart? What? Wait. You threw up on your keyboard? Oh, that sucks. Romeo. No, sir. There's hot sauce on that pizza, Romeo. You're gonna regret that. licked the pizza and there was hot sauce on it. And he's still trying to eat more. Sometimes my cat likes hot things. My cousin said he was sharing because I had a bag of hot Cheetos and they disappeared. And then my cousin was like, the cat ate them. And I was like, no, what the fuck, shut up. You ate my hot Cheetos, bitch. He was like, no, like, I did eat them, but like, for real, I kind of shared my hot Cheetos with your cat. He kind of jacked me, bro. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, he had it in his hand. He was like all stoned. And my cat just kind of went up to him and just like ate it. He just like took it and ate it. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know. Like, my cat's licked hot Cheetos before, but I've never seen him just like savagely steal a hot Cheeto. And yeah, I guess he likes them sometimes. I don't feed him hot Cheetos. But for whatever reason, other people, he knows he can get hot Cheetos from other people. The rat. Your dog ate a habanero once? Oh my god. Poor baby. I bet he was like, was he crying? Cause fuck dude, that would burn a dog's tongue. It's like every 5 to 10 minutes. He cuts out. I fucking guess, man. I don't know. There's like nothing I could do but like refresh it. Like disconnect from the Wi-Fi, reconnect from the Wi-Fi, and then come back. And that's the only thing that works. It's ridiculous. I don't know. Cats are cleaner than humans. They are. My cat is fucking clean as shit. He cleans himself like 5 times a day. I feel like that's what he lives for. Like, that's all he does. That's it. That's all he does in his life. So yeah, he's pretty fucking good at it. And he stays really clean. And he usually doesn't really shed that much. I still try to brush him pretty often, but he doesn't like it. And that's one thing he kind of like really gets mad at me. And like I just do it like every like, so you know what I mean? Like I make sure to do it like at least every other week, but like he cleans himself so well he hardly even sheds. Sucks, you can't really see him. So I was hoping I had it focused, but yeah. Fuck. Good shit. My cat wants chicken. Like, chicken cat food or just regular like chicken? I don't know. My cat doesn't like chicken flavored cat food. He likes more seafood shit. Like he'll eat it, but he never really finishes it. He loves seafood. He is a picky bitch. I'm just kidding. He's a high class kid now. Does my cat snore? Or my car? I'm just kidding. No, I know what you meant. He does snore. It's funny. The other night, I think I was streaming and I kind of heard him snoring, but then I heard him like kind of cry a little bit. It was weird. And and then he kind of like woke up. So it seemed like he was having a nightmare. But, oh yeah, tuna. My cat loves tuna. Oh, for real, yeah. Like my ex's dog would have dreams and like you'd see him like trying to walk in his sleep. Yeah. I mean, it was really funny because he was giant, but it kind of sucked because he would sleep in the bed with us, and we had like a queen, I think, but it was like me, and my ex, and then his big ass self, and then sometimes he would end up kicking us because he would like move a lot, and he did have a lot of like dreams, and he would either be walking like trying to like walk or like whatever, and like he'd move around and shit, dude. Like he had his own bed, but fucker would always sneak up on at night. But even then in the winter it was good because he was like a heater, because it was cold as fuck in the winter. So he did keep me warm, so I couldn't complain too much, but sometimes he just like took up the whole fucking bed. And yeah, he would like end up kind of like kicking me a little bit. But I love that dog. He was so fucking cute. He was so funny. Like he had the cutest personality ever. He was a brat. But yeah, like fuck. He would like snore so loud. Holy shit, dude, that dog could snore too. Like he was like he was like having like a teenage son that just like never fucking grew up, or like having like a 12-year-old, like a 12 or 13-year-old, because he was like the size of, no, dude, he was the size of like a grown man, dude. He weighed more than like my ex did, and my ex was like 150. Well, he was like the same, literally like the same as my ex. So, oh my god, I'm walking that dog. He walked me, like I swear to God, I couldn't go anywhere with him. I did, but like everybody would make it hard because they would try to talk to him or try to like pet him, and he loves people, and but like it's so hard for me to control a dog that big. But I love taking him places. I would take him out and shit, and like he loved to go on car rides. Did he? Well, I mean, yeah, he liked to eat shit. I'm just kidding. No, he didn't. I'm joking. But no, for real, that dog was giant. Like he dragged me a lot of the time until he started like he listened to me, but still, like even just, dude, just like he wasn't trying. It's not like he was really pulling. He literally just walked, like literally, like just as normal, like kind of walk, and he's a younger dog. He was like 2, he's like little, he's like 3, 4 years old now. I don't know. But yeah, like I think sometimes he listened to me more than he even listened to my ex at times, cuz he even like would pull my ex a lot, like on purpose, and he never like really did it to me on purpose all that much. He obviously knew he could, but um we had to, yeah, we had to train him, you know what I mean? And we did. I fucking, worked on, like, I literally helped train that dog, and he learned to listen to me eventually, but at first it was, like, super hard. Like, that dog was giant, and he was a puppy, and, like, he did not, like, listen and shit, and it took some time, but, yeah, I don't know. He destroyed a lot of shit. He definitely chewed up a lot of things. But the funny thing is that it was never any of my shit. Like, legitimately, I left a lot. Like, I had a lot of my stuff, like, obviously there. And he always chewed on my ex's stuff. And, like, his PS4 controllers and stuff like that. It's funny. He chewed on a wooden tobacco pipe that was, like, pretty expensive. It was, like, a few $100s. Oh, I just scratched my arm. That's what I get for talking shit. Oh, fuck, dude. No. I mean, it's just like, I don't know, dude. I don't know why he never destroyed my shit, dude. Like, the dog could have. He really could have. Actually, okay. Once he destroyed a bra of mine that was, like, really cute. And I was kind of sad, but it wasn't really that expensive. It was just really fucking cute. And I really liked it, and I had just bought it, and yeah, it was like a good, like, it was like, as in girl world, it was like one of those like really good finds, because it wasn't really expensive, but it was really fucking cute. It actually fit me, and it was just like, it was just like, and he just destroyed it, like, literally a day or two after I bought it. I was pretty sad. But yeah, that was like, I think as far as shit that was mine, that was the only thing he ever destroyed. Um, yeah, I love that dog so much. He was such a good boy with me anyway. But like, seriously though, he was a lab Dane, so like, he honestly would, like, when I had Romeo too, he would get a little jealous, because we could, like, Romeo was always in the bed, he would lay, like, usually he would lay on my pillow, and so he would get really jealous, because he couldn't always be on the bed, we had to have him on his own bed, because he's, like, another fucking human person, almost, and I don't know why my ex got this dog, to be honest, but I mean, he's cute. I'm not saying. I'm just saying, like, he was a giant dog, and I mean, I guess he was big enough to handle it and everything, but he really didn't know what the fuck he was doing, to be honest. Yeah. So, but I try to help him train him, and yeah, of course, I love that dog so much. Like, I never regretted having him. I'm just saying, like, my ex really got himself into one that he did not. Obviously, like, he knew it was gonna be a big ass dog, and he wanted a big ass dog, but like, he didn't really understand how hard it would be to train that dog. And we did end up having, like, we took him to train, like, we trained him with, like, classes or whatever. I don't know. There was a fucking dog trainer we had, and and it helped, I guess, somewhat, but like, he was kind of stubborn. You have a pet rock. I guess he was a pretty good boy. he lessened enough, but he just had a lot of energy. Yeah, but that was interesting for sure to have big ass dog. Felt like having Clifford, like a little gothic Clifford, because he had an attitude. Like he could get a little grumpy and like, you know, very like, but he was just cute as fuck though. He was a good dog. He listened and he was really smart. He was so loving. But yeah, no, like he, you know, he just had like a personality. Like he was more of like a little grumpy dude sometimes, and that's why I was like, you're fucking like, his name is Aku. His name was Aku, which is from Samurai Jack, which is like that, um you know, like the villain in the fucking whole thing, pretty much. So yeah, like it just kind of was fitting, and he's just like this black dog, like who's just doesn't, I don't know. He reminded me of like a 13-year-old emo or goth teenager that like hated how big they, like, you know what I mean? Like he didn't, I think he like didn't understand how big he was until at a certain point, and then he just didn't give a fuck anymore, and he would still try to do shit that he could not do when he was like a little puppy, you know, because he's pretty big now. And then he would get really kind of like butthurt when small dogs didn't want to play with him. Like and he would get really butthurt if you like, you know, if you just like didn't give him what he wanted. And sometimes, you know, like he would get really like, if we left, like he didn't want to leave the dog park, you know, and he would like get very, you know, he would just cry because we were leaving the dog park, you know, but he would always cry on the way there too because he was so happy. So it's just like, that's, yeah, he was a little emo dog, or a big emo dog, because he wasn't little, he was giant, dude. I'm telling you, this dog was like 160 pounds worth of dog. It's the demon looking thing, like yeah, like Samurai Jack. Do he start the trench tongue mafia? To be honest, I think so, because like we would take him to the dog park, and there were other Great Danes there, and he had a girlfriend. Um, her name was Daisy. She was a full-blooded Great Dane, and she was gorgeous. And then there was this other Great Dane, mixed with a what's the Great Dane with like that Mastiff, Great Dane Mastiff, yeah, and he was like this big, like fucking really like, if my dog, if he was kind of like more like lanky, you know, and he was thick, but like the Mastiff was like really just like all around just like thick, and like there was this other Great Dane, and then they would all just like play around, you know, in their little Great Dane little fucking world. And I don't know, man, I swear I'm convinced, and then that they had like, you know, a big dog gang against all the little ones, and everyone hated them secretly. And they were scared because they were all so big. There were like a lot of dogs that did play with them because they weren't mean or anything, obviously, but a lot of people didn't, obviously, like even if it was just our dog like alone playing there, if they're, you know, they would not take their medium-sized dog in there because they'd be afraid. And like Aku is the dopiest, sweetest fucking dog. Like he literally just wants to be loved and play all day, and like play fetch and eat treats, you know what I mean? Like he's not aggressive really. He plays and he would play with pit bulls and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And he was never really super aggressive or anything. He just liked to play, and so it's like he was really dopey, like, you know, like hella just like kind of, because he's really lanky, and like I said, he didn't realize like really how big he was, and it's like, you know, he didn't really know how to like use his limbs properly, so he would really like walk, you know, just like he, it took him a while to learn how to like run like he did never really run ran gracefully because of how lanky the fuck his arms were. Holy shit, that is loud. No, they were just emotions, right? Yeah, he was really tall. He was like, he would stand up. He was like 6 feet tall or more. He's taller than my ex. um, but he was really dopey as fuck. Like, he didn't realize how big he was. Like, that's why he thought he could fit on the bed, and he never understood, like, but why can't I just sleep on the bed? Like, I swear to God, I thought he was a fucking chihuahua or some shit. Or, like, the size of my cat, because my cat was so tiny, and he could just, I swear to God, that, like, Aku would seriously lay on me or, like, sit on my lap sometimes when I was on the bed or sitting on a couch. He legit would sit on me like a lap dog. So I'm convinced he didn't even realize how big he really was. That or he didn't care. He decided he needed fucking lap time and cuddles too. Fucking apparently. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't handle a fucking dog that big on my own. I want a pit bull. Personally, I think I could handle a pit bull. Something that's a little shorter, you know? Something that's not like taller than me, even just like on all fours. And that can drag me around fucking Petco and shit. That was so hard. I tried taking him to Petco by myself. And I'm telling you, he literally dragged me around the store. It was so embarrassing. I seriously can't. Because he was just so distracted by everything. I'm like yawning. What time is it? I'm an old lady. It's only 8. It's not even 9 o'clock. Yours was a lap. Oh, wait. You want a lap dog. Yours goes to the dispensary with you? How cute. Ours, yeah, like, we would take him with us. Like, he loved car rides, and he'd always get so much attention. But we couldn't ever take him inside or anything. Oh, okay. Yeah. I like big dogs. I think they're adorable and everything, but like I said, I'm a very tiny one. So. Oh, for real? That's so cool. I didn't know that. I've never seen that here. Yeah, see, Aku's like behaved maybe not really enough, to be honest. We like trained him enough to be like to be able to take him in public if necessary and to take him on walks, but to take him into stores and stuff, he's just like so distracted. He will, it's not that he's a bad dog, he's just like He has like a very short attention span. I don't know. Like he that's like so again he's dumb. No, just no. He's smart as fuck, but like everything that he sees, he like wants to see. He wants to go up to. Like he loves kids. He loves people. He loves food. So yeah, like he listens though, but it's just hard to take him where there's a lot of people because he gets very excited and shit like that. But like I imagine even with a small dog, like I wish I could take my cat out in public. Like I wish I could take him places because he's like really good. He loves to go on walks and shit, and I feel like like it I think about this all the time, and I'm like I feel like it should be fucking also normal to walk your cat and like take your cat out to like parks and shit. And like because people don't really do that, and I'm just like cats should be able to go on walks too if they like are willing to get a harness on and try it. Like some cats maybe really refuse, but like if you were to actually try, some cats would like would go on walks and stuff, and if you like I feel like it's possible, right, to train your cat and shit. People just don't try. It's so weird, and I'm like, why? Like, I know some cats don't like to, but you might as well drag it. If I want a pet, I can just trap the raccoon that's been in my garbage. Oh god, raccoons are so cute, but like, I've seen some pretty vicious ones. No, especially there's a sandbox. Yeah. Um, yeah, like, but some cats can, like, I have seen people who walk their cats and actually, like, pretty good on leash. Um, Romeo is not, like, the best. Like, I obviously can't, like, take him a bunch of places because he won't listen. Like, yeah, I know. It's just, but it's, like, still, like, I could take him to a park and he'll just roam around in a patch of grass. It's not really, like, that big of a deal. Oh, how cute. Oh, yeah, definitely. Like, strays, and there's, like, I see a lot of outdoor cats that are just, like my friend's cat who would, like, he lived, obviously, like, he was just, like, indoor, outdoor, and he would go outside and he would go on his adventures and shit, and he would come back. And that's kind of, like, more or less how it goes with cats, but yeah, I don't know. People always think it's funny when I'm walking my cat. Hmm. Oh yeah, that shit sounds like some like bloody murder. Mhm. It's not like a cute thing to say. I'm over here eating just like toppings. Snoopy and Woodstock. Oh yeah, like um, that's dope. I know he came to Denver. And even to this part of Colorado, this northern Colorado. He comes to Colorado a lot. He's pretty chill. Really, really cool dude to just to even like. I've never met him, but I know people that have, and like I've always heard good things. Like he's never been an asshole as far as I know. You know, for the most part, like he's just really chill dude. Like, and is like is one of those guys that's like is willing to go out in the public and hang out and chill. Not a lot of people do that, you know. So it's pretty cool. He's really down to earth. I think. Oh, it's so cold. That sounds dope. No chihuahua looking. It seems tall. That's funny. I mean, yeah, he smokes a lot of weed. Actually, want to listen to Fleetwood Mac now. I want to go to more cannabis events for sure really soon. I think, well, for 420, you know, I'm definitely going to do something dope. But around that time, there's a lot of different cannabis cups and events that go on in Denver that I'm going to actually make my way to. What kind of movies do you like? Have a favorite movie? Do I have a favorite movie? It's kind of hard to say because I like a lot of, I mean, I really like a lot of the different genres out there. Um, but I would say for the most part, I really like a lot of weird, sort of like sci-fi thrillers, psychological thriller type weird fucking movies. Um, then I also really like comedies and stuff like that. I like weird like indie film type bullshit things that are like, you know, just really obscure shit. I don't know. Um, I like horror movies. That's, I guess, yeah. I'm trying to think on like favorite movie. Like, I guess I could think about a few different ones, but oh, in California. Which one? I really want to try to like go to an event in California for like around like April for 420 um or in the summertime as well. So that would be fucking cool. What are you watch weird and funny shit? Yeah, see, like I like weird funny shit too. Like I don't know. I think of like even because I like a lot of shows. Like I love movies, but I also really like shows too. You know, and like weird, just like kind of like dark but like funny shit, like dark humor. You know, because I'm really fucking I'm really fucking bitter. Just kidding. I'm just like, I'm really sarcastic and I don't know. I just find like really dark shit, some shit like funny. Like even as a kid, I used to just love like Scream, and I'm like, I don't know. I still love Scream, even though it's like really just like to me that shit's just kind of like funny and entertaining. It's not really scary, but it's like one of those like iconic '90s sort of like horror films that I'm always gonna like, and I literally loved as a kid and was like thought it was just fucking entertaining, and it was just like scary until it was like a little older, and it was just kind of like it's not that bad, and then it was just entertaining, and now it's just nostalgic. Look up Serbian films. Oh, okay. But yeah, like I said, I really like a lot of sci-fi shit. I don't know, like weird. I'll say as far as like maybe sci-fi shit. I mean, like of course I really like like Star Trek and fucking Battlestar Galactica is like one of my favorite shows. And like some of the movies or whatever. Of just like I love shit like that too. Um, I like Star Wars and stuff, and I definitely watched it. But as far as sci-fi goes, it's not like my favorite type of shit. It's taking a break. I'm dead. It sucks. Fuck my life. Anyways, I was saying, I guess it gave me some time to think about movies because I'm a fucking stoner and I have a really bad fucking memory sometimes about certain shit. And I'm a little. I've always have been. It's not because I smoke weed. I know a lot of people say it's because I smoke weed. It's not. I actually had a brain injury as a kid when I was like 4 years old and had an accident, and it caused me to like have a concussion and like lose my ability to fucking walk and like feed myself and kind of even like talk. So yeah, I kind of had to like relearn how to do that stuff, and so like I don't know. I think it also affected like a certain part of like my memory maybe, or like my ability to like remember certain things, like just like things that aren't super important, like names of movies and like song titles, which are important to me obviously, but it's like stored somewhere so far back in my memory that I have to like really like remember, and it's so terrible because people are just like what, like I'm like I can't remember the names. But yeah, oh, like one of my favorite movies is like Cloud Atlas. Like one of like it's kind of like one of those movies that's, I don't know, it is a little bit slow, and a lot of it is just like I really love the scenery and like shit like that. I love all the like Quentin Tarantino movies and shit, like Kill Bill, and like again I know he has other ones, like Pulp Fiction and like other more like obscure fucking movies. But yeah, that's kind of the shit I'm into as far as movies go. Um, I always like finding new shit, like even in like on Netflix and stuff. I did like get into shit like Black Mirror for a while. I don't know. I don't think I've watched some of the new stuff because I know there's like a new season and like a movie, and there's like this weird interactive one that I like couldn't for some reason like get myself to do. Like I was trying to get through it, but I don't know, every time I'd fall asleep or I would just be like doing something else and I'd get distracted and I don't know. But yeah, I do like the concept of Black Mirror. But you know, kind of like, oh, like it really reminded me of like the Twilight Zone and shit like that. I don't know, it's interesting. Like some of those episodes in the first few seasons really kind of were like, what the fuck? Like I don't know about this shit. Like if this really happens, like I'm not. I'm good. Like I'm good. What? Are any of us really alive? Wish we're just less dead. Hi, you love boobs. Simpsons. Wait, was like, what the fuck about the Simpsons? Oh yeah, well, we were talking shows. Oh, you said you liked Bones shows. And then, oh yeah, I did like Bones as well. I love a lot of like mystery crime shit, like too. Like I did really like Bones growing up, and even like CSI at some point. Like I would like watch the shit out of that when I had like nothing else to watch, but that was like all there was on cable. But even then, I loved that shit, so it was like good because I was like happy because like that was the one thing that I would be like down to watch with like Law and Order and then you know a little bit of like Maury. No, just kidding. Oh god, but no, like I really love the mystery crime shit. Like even reading like books that are more like that is yeah. I like those kinds of books that are like either like sci-fi or like I would say mystery, but like um fuck like what was the word? Like magic realism type shit. Just like that's usually the kind of shit I watch, and then that's usually kind of stuff I end up reading anyways. So I don't know. I'd love to live in that world. Not the not the Leonardo DiCaprio one. Okay, I'll check it out. Chucky. I did like those movies. But I'm not gonna lie, the whole doll thing really freaked me the fuck out. Because I did have a lot of dolls growing up and like porcelain dolls and shit. And that movie, I think, really made me afraid of porcelain dolls. Like, I made my mom give away all my porcelain dolls and just like get rid of them today. But yeah, so Chucky definitely was one of those. I still like to watch it once in a while. It's so weird though, like back then it was really scary and now it's just really fucking funny to me. Like, it's just hilarious almost, but your favorite all-time book is the Bible. And I'm over here talking about Chucky. Oh my god. You had a crush on fucking Chucky's wife. Oh wait, Tiffany. Yeah. Played Barbie girl on his live stream. The yellow dino. No.
sorry, guys. But it gave me time to go get my chips. Romeo. Fucking cat. I was trying to eat like the crust of my pizza. I shouldn't be eating this, but I'm fucking high. Romeo, there's hot sauce on there. He's straight jacking me. Look at this fucking asshole. Look at him. Bitch. I don't even want it. At this point, it's really hard. I don't even know how he thinks he's gonna eat it with his 5 teeth. And me with my fucking 4 holes in my mouth. Fine, here, eat the sausage. But you can't have the freaking cheese. There. Anyways, I'm gonna eat these chips now. Which I don't know. I'm gonna have a hard time eating because, like, I got my wisdom teeth removed a few weeks ago and I still always get shit in it. And, like, it's really annoying. It makes my life a lot harder. And it's harder to enjoy chips and stuff like that. I'm stubborn. Romeo, can you stop eating my food? Yeah. Okay. Okay, Romeo, like, you're really looking. He's literally just, like, licking the plate at this point. But anyways, I got these, like, spicy Dorito things that I haven't had in a really long time. He's just, like, eyeing me like if I should be giving him Doritos. I need to get something to drink, though. I kind of want to watch something. But I don't know what. What Romeo? I don't know why, but orange juice sounds so good right now. Probably because I'm pretty high. I don't know. I need to gain weight. Like, I don't need to for, like, superficial reasons, but I just want to feel healthier. And I want to fit in my fucking normal adult clothes. Like, don't get me wrong, I just lost, like, more weight than I wanted to because of, like, health reasons, but want Rome. But yeah, I need to make dinner now. I know I was eating pizza earlier, but that was like almost a snack. What meow? And I usually eat late. I don't know. Not on purpose, but like for some reason I just don't really feel like eating until like pretty late at night. Not even super late at night, but like around 9 is usually kind of when I eat dinner. It's probably bad, but I'm just starting to get my appetite back after being really sick. I got my wisdom teeth removed and I literally couldn't eat shit for a week. And in that week I lost a bunch of weight and whatnot, and then like after that, literally right after that week, I ended up getting sick with strep throat and like the flu and a UTI, which is fucking just all together like feels like death. And it lasted for about a week where I really in that week I couldn't even really eat that much either. And so it was just like a combination of like all of those things. And now I have an appetite, but it's like still, I feel like not, I don't know, it's just not the same yet. I feel like I'm just now starting to get cravings and like the like ability to like eat and not feel super sick after. So yeah. I'm a lot better now. I'm not sick anymore. It's just like I don't know why that fucked with me so much, but it's I don't know. It's also because um because I am on certain medication. Um I think that lowers my immune system, so I do tend to get a little bit like sick more often, which really sucks. And then like it's sometimes harder for me to fight like a cold even or anything that has to do with the immune system. Like it's just kind of fucked sometimes. So yeah, that's kind of why, it's just like one thing after another, I think. But yeah, I just kind of fucking get through it. And now that I can eat, I'm like so excited. I've been eating like pizza and chicken and shit like that, and like a lot of meat and a lot of protein, a lot of like beans and fucking rice and vegetables and shit like that. So I'm feeling better, but I'm just kind of like, fuck, dude. Like I tried all my clothes on and none of it fits me the way it did before. I think no, like my weight just fluctuates a lot. You had all 4 done? Oh, I had all 4 done, yeah. That sucks. Yeah, they put me to sleep too. Those fucking pain meds really fucked me up too for that week, and even the week after that, I was really fucked up and like still in a lot of pain. And even now, like, I have a lot of discomfort, and like, I'm just waiting for these fucking holes to close because I have to constantly clean them and watch what I eat and whatnot, which is fine, but like, I don't want to get an infection, and like, I'm so tired of cleaning the fucking holes literally twice a day. It's not fun. But yeah, I don't know. I think it took me a little bit longer to recover because mines were really impacted. And as I said, I have issues with my immune system. And then, um, yeah, pretty much. And I don't react well to pain meds. They make me really sick, nauseous. So, to be honest, I think I lost a lot of weight from being on so many fucking medications on top of it all. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really give a fuck. I just want to be healthy. And I'm trying to work towards it. I know I'm eating fucking chips right now, but I have all these cravings now that I can eat. And like, now that I have an appetite, I can't help it. Weed helps with that too. Let's see what's on TV, I guess. I want to see if South Park is on. What movie is this? Matilda? Or what? Oh, Nanny McPhee. What the fuck? I don't know why I thought it was Matilda. Anyways, I don't know why this is on. The volume or the audio is like all fucked up right now because
Yeah, I had a pretty big fender bender here. State Farm's got you covered, Mike. That's great to hear.
This season on TNT, these stars are throwing down some next level rap battles. Me in the eyes, so you know that I mean this. You owe your entire career to my penis. And only the winner takes home the bracket.
I literally never watch TV, so I don't know where anything is.
January 23rd, now on TNT. You remember my diaper?
It is so loud over here where I live. Do you hear the honking and like the fucking cars revving by and like just like I can hear so much more. Ooh, Ancient Aliens.
Grubhub is a delivery app that lets you order any
Damn it,
food
it's
your
commercials.
heart and stomach desire. So you can order this, or maybe a little bit of this.
I'm eating Doritos.
Like HPX 27
These are the foremost Doritos.
You can buy online and pick up in store only at the Home Depot.
This is 30 calories.
I haven't had these in a really long time.
This is 30 calories.
I figured since I drenched my Doritos in hot sauce
Going to cut.
and lime anyways, might as well just like
Vegan.
get it like pre-made.
Vegetables. Bring some.
Ain't raising yet. Up and down, never side to side, King. Got it? Come on, stay focused.
Right now at IHOP, order any breakfast combo, and we'll throw in all-you-can-eat pancakes. So break out your all-you-can-eat silverware. All-you-can-eat pancakes with any breakfast combo, or just get all-you-can-eat pancakes for $4.99 at IHOP.
Right, South Park is a shit. Is it on Comedy Central right now? I feel like it's always on.
You don't understand what's happening. Oh my God.
New passage. Check local listings.
Night of the Living Homeless.
Know which one to get? Turn to the nerds. Dinner's on me, get it? Oh, the experts at NerdWallet make it easy to make smart money moves. Compare and find the best credit cards for you at nerdwallet.com.
Now you pick for $6 at Burger King. Choose either the $6 King Box with a flame grilled Whopper.
Yeah, that episode is fucked. Like I feel like every episode is. It's always so funny though.
Only at Burger King.
Snapped. Oh, Knocked Up is on Comedy Central. South Park is next.
Presenting the all-new three-row Subaru Ascent.
Fuck, I don't even know what my favorite episode would be in South Park. There's so fucking many. Holy shit.
The ruling elite around the world for hundreds and perhaps thousands of years. Perhaps further evidence of this contact can be found where science and religion met and struggled with the truth, or as some believe, tried to deny it. Rome,
Yeah, like
Italy,
that episode was just like
February 17th,
I don't know. It was such a like a weird one for sure. Like it was it was like nice try, kids, but like holy shit, it's always just like a fucking chaos mess.
asserted his belief that the earth was not the center of the universe and that the cosmos is filled with light.
In the 16th and 17th century, the Catholic Church was.
I also really like Futurama too. I love that shit.
There's a lot of life out there. Bruno believed in the existence of extraterrestrial beings. We also know that the Vatican is able to cover up this material extremely well. So, this is just one example of almost 2,000 of years of Vatican power.
Is it possible, as ancient astronaut theorists claim, that Giordano Bruno had been visited by extraterrestrial beings? And might
Oh my god.
shared messages with Bruno and other scientists, including Copernicus and Galileo. Messages that the Vatican learned of and greatly feared.
In the Renaissance, scientists
Right.
like Galileo and Copernicus were excommunicated because the Catholic Church had a very strong interest in controlling information. So, of course, they did everything they could to silence scientific discoveries.
Bruno's revolutionary assertions
Damn.
included the belief that the universe was made up of an infinite
You know,
number of worlds.
there were times where I kind of thought that like the resin looked similar, but it does not. Like
With all these statements was that they violated one of the basic tenets of religion at that point, which was
you must be really
we were
fucked
the
up if you
center
can't
of
tell the
creation. We were
difference.
the crown of creation. We were top dog in the cosmos.
gunshot.
Bruno angered
Oh my god,
scholars
that
and
episode is
theologians across
fucking
Europe
funny.
with his teachings. And the scientist was finally arrested by order of the Vatican. He endured 8 years locked in a dungeon and was tried for heresy. But Bruno refused to recant his beliefs.
But like, were they a tweaker, or like, or were they like
Bruno was burned at the
not
stake.
aware? Like, and were they just like didn't even know what the fuck
But is it possible that the
was
Vatican
up?
knew Bruno was receiving messages from alien beings? And might it be that the
Oh,
Vatican
okay, no,
wanted to
never mind, they
know the
were.
existence of
Yeah,
extraterrestrial life,
there's a lot of those people out here
that far exceeded human
too.
capabilities
Everything from
and
heroin to
eluded
like meth
the
and shit.
Vatican's control.
The existence of this cover-up feeds
And
our worry today that
Yeah.
government and
It's sad.
science could be engaged in a cover-up to hide the evidence of
It's pretty fucking
contact
terrible.
with extraterrestrial life.
I mean,
Bruno's writings were condemned
Fortunately,
by the
I've
Catholic
seen
Church and banned for decades.
black tar
Many of his
heroin,
works were
and
destroyed, and researchers believe they included
the shit smells
revelations
gross.
of messages he had received, and that
I
the
even
Vatican
myself have never
wanted to
tried it,
erase.
but I've fucking seen that shit and
But
I've
might
smelled
the
it, and the shit
information
is
Bruno may have
fucking
received
rancid.
from extraterrestrials still be locked away? And if so, does it remain a threat to Catholic doctrine? Does the trial of Bruno point to a cover-up by the Vatican?
I really don't understand how anybody could be like addicted to that shit. It's so gross.
In Western Portugal,
I mean, I get it. Don't get me wrong. Addiction's not a fucking joke.
that could offer proof that we
Like
are
people
not
find themselves like I understand. Don't get me wrong. I get it. But still, it's just like fuck, dude. Like that shit is so terrible
Free
in
access
every
to
single way
any
possible.
platform.
Like I don't
I don't
know.
want any trade minimums.
I can't.
Yeah, I totally agree. They don't have any of those.
I want to know what I'm paying up front.
Yes, absolutely.
Do you just say yes to everything?
Mm-mm.
I say no to kale.
Mm.
Yeah, if they say if you blanch it, it's better, but that seems like a lot of work.
No hidden fees, no platform fees, no trade minimums. And yes, it's all at one low price. TD Ameritrade.
Turn cleaning up into child.
Yeah, I mean, I've been around a lot of drugs. I mean, like I've tried psychedelics, but I've never fucked with that shit.
Daniel's wish is that Dad didn't
That's
push
just
so
not
far away.
my thing. But
Dad,
yeah, unfortunately,
more than just wish.
a lot of it really does start with pills. Is the sad part is that at this point it's not really like people are just like, ooh, let me do heroin. It's like
Is the same
they were addicted to prescription pills, no longer can get any, and it's really fucked. Like,
Because helping people is what
because it's not just like it's not the average addict that we think nowadays. Like, it's literally like moms and like college students just like getting hooked on fucking pharmaceuticals and then end up getting fucked up on like street drugs because that's all they have access to after. And like, I don't know, it's really fucked, but still, like, I just like I'm so thankful that I have never like been, because I've been around a lot of shit like that, just given where I've grown up and being in college. There's a lot of fucking drugs and people will do them very openly and they don't really give a fuck. And it's like, you know, it's there, but it's not like I'm just gonna go and be like, yeah, let me try it, and I'm just like, you know what I mean, gonna like, no. But that's not usually how it works, though. A lot of people really honestly start out with pills. Like, I don't think anyone goes
81?
intermission. Sorry, guys.
The Vatican's secret archives are closely guarded, and some researchers believe they contain revelations so explosive
The worst
that
thing
they
I did
threaten
was
the
snorting
doctrine
Adderall.
of the Catholic Church. You have to wonder if the secret library at the Vatican, which they
Yeah.
acknowledge exists, doesn't have
Oh, I swear, like, opiates are so easy to like get addicted to. Like, I'm telling you, I, for a period of like a month, was on Oxy, Perks, and shit for like my teeth problems and Like, even though I didn't really like it and it made me really sick, like at a point my body started depending on it, and like for sleep and to like feel like I was fucking okay to function, and it was really hard. Like I had to wean myself off of it and like really fight through some pain, and because I knew like I couldn't, if I like went back to the doctor and like said I was in pain, you know what I mean, like I knew I could get the pills, but I just really didn't want to go down that road. Like I would rather just smoke my weed and even fucking take a shot or two and fucking hope it goes away, you know what I mean? And like just go through it at this point because it wasn't that bad anymore. So I was able to deal with it. But it sucks for people who have chronic pain.
What some Catholic theologians believe was the Virgin Mary.
Because even like I do have chronic pain, and I could be fucking getting regular prescriptions for like oxys and perks, but I don't because it's just like I said, it just doesn't do the things I need. Like it really fucks with me, and I'm just not like, it's never been, I don't know, it doesn't ever agree with my body, but
Very long time would not acknowledge what was happening
Mhm.
to the children or Fatima.
and they basically taught the kids how and where to buy this stuff. LOL. I love weed. Me too. I honestly can be good with just only weed for the rest of my life. I love shrooms and I do like acid, and I've tried Molly. I've tried all of those combined. Well, mushrooms and Molly, and I've tried coke. Um I've tried Molly and coke together, and I never really felt like, I don't know, I never really went down the road of like doing it all that regularly. I've like with acid and shrooms, I only did it like once every few months. And then like I I would say the coke was definitely not a good idea. I never really liked it or never really wanted to try it. Um but like you kind of like have access and you do get curious and you're like, I'll try it out. And I had friends, at the time that were like terrible, terrible people and terrible influences. And I kind of just like was being really reckless. And I'm not gonna lie, there was a period of time, even just, it was like these people that I lived with was maybe like a period of 3 weeks. And it was such a miserable living situation that I was pretty much fucking drunk. And of course I was high, like stoned, but like they also had coke all the time, and I tried coke really for the first time with them, and then after that we were just doing it pretty regularly throughout the week and shit, and I was just like, and then I was drinking a lot. It was really bad. It was a really reckless fucking, even if it was just a few weeks, like that could have ended up in like a really, really bad situation. Like worse than it ended up in, but yeah, like it's really crazy because I never thought I would even try it, and even now like I don't really fuck with coke, and I think that really made me hate it, to be honest, because I think I almost overdosed and died at one point, and like it wasn't one night when it was like my friend's party and I just like did too much and I was drinking too much, and after that I was just like, I can't fucking do this, like, and then I realized I had to leave, I had to move out, and I had to find somewhere else to go, and it was like, and then, well, other shit happened actually that like really fucked up my life, but yeah, anyways, like that was a shitty fucking experience. I mean, I really like kind of am thankful I had that at like 20, 21 and not later on, because I know I have the potential to be an addict, and I know I am an addict, maybe not to drugs and alcohol, but to like being self-destructive in a lot of ways and to self-harm. So that's what I guess what I mean by self-destructive. Um, I have many people in my family that are addicts and alcoholics. Um, my mom, my grandpa, all my aunts and uncles. And, you
The
know,
Vatican stunned the world when it
even
announced
I would
that
say
the
my dad.
possibility of extraterrestrial
Um,
life was not in conflict
but
with church teachings. Mighty
I don't know, I've
Moses,
always tried to be
Asia
like really
Minor.
careful and
Do you
have
think
self-control.
they came
And
forward
even with
with
weed,
such a statement
I've
out of
always
thin
felt like
air,
I've had really good
willy-nilly?
self-control with
No,
it.
there was a
And I've
deliberate
always
calculation
been very like
behind releasing
reasonable
such a statement.
with my drug intake in general. The only time it ever slipped was with coke, and that's what coke does to people. Even if you don't really like it, like it's terrible. I really would recommend to stay away from coke. um, Extreme MDA wasn't for you. Yeah, I mean, I liked it, but it was mainly only at shows that I tried it. So, well, you know, there was once when I just did Molly with my boyfriend, you know, in his room, and we just watched movies and stuff, you know. And I mean, it was fun, but it's like not something I really did regularly. It wasn't like, oh my god, like where's my Molly or ex or whatever. Or I don't know. As far as rolling goes and like you know like uppers, for me, I'm not like the biggest fan. I do like shrooms and acid, but I don't know. I'm also not the biggest fan of like Molly or you know like ecstasy and stuff like that.
It's a post-workout snack. You know, cookie. Me, and me, it's for vegetables. Drinks.
Yeah, I've never really fucked with benzos either. Even though I should, because like have I've been trying like doctors have definitely tried to give them to me and whatnot, and I just refuse. Like I know I'm crazy, but fuck you. um, I'd rather be crazy than a fucking pill slave. I'm good. I ain't dying so I can get the loops. That's funny. That was a fucked up movie, but that was a really good movie. Yeah, weed can be addictive for a lot of people. Um, but at the end of the day, it's really not as bad as like any other drug, like to be honest. The addiction can be just as bad as any other drug, but I'm just saying like physically wise, the harms that it has on your body is not nearly as like toxic as you could compare it to like other shit, you know? Which I think makes it a slippery slope for some people because they think they can just fucking literally consume like ounces a fucking day or whatever, just can like, you know, like can't like really like live without it type shit, and it's kind of like I understand for people who are med patients and like you know genuinely have chronic pain and like fucking you know cancer and shit like that who genuinely need their weed to like stay functional, and it's not about addiction, it's about dependency. And those are two different things. I think that cannabis has the potential for addiction, but a lot of it has to do with people's chemistry and their own fucking mental health and like their own, you know what I mean? Like because it does genuinely like it's not gonna be a like the potential for addiction is there, but it's not as high as I would say other drugs and even yeah, pretty much I would say the potential for addiction is not as high and as just even if it is as destructive as other addictions are. But yeah, a lot of it has to do with people's own sort of like mental health chemistry and shit like that.
Rendlesham Forest.
Some of the security police saw strange lights in the forest. It was clear to the military personnel that they were looking at
Right.
something highly unusual and that they needed to go and investigate.
3 enlisted men, including Sergeant James Peniston and Airman John Burroughs, entered the forest expecting to find a downed aircraft.
I could see those multiple color lines.
Probably your poop.
And I was trying to rationalize my own mind that it was an aircraft crash. There was a weird
Right.
feeling in the air. It's hard to explain. It just felt like there was a
Honestly, over like fucking pills, dude. Like, I've tried antidepressants and stuff like that for depression, and I've tried stuff for insomnia and nightmares and all kinds of shit, and it all fucked me up hard. Like, it was not for me. It really was not.
It was completely black in color, except for these.
I'm over here watching like Ancient Aliens, and I know it's probably like really boring for most people, but
It appeared to me like there was something there.
this one
making
is
stuff
about
when I
like
get closer. I was running towards it. It came over the top.
and like basically people coming forward from from like 1980
And the next thing I know, I was
about them seeing like lights in a spacecraft, shit like that. Aliens in the UK, and like
Observed strange hieroglyphic inscriptions on its side. Reaching out to touch it, his mind suddenly became bombarded by images of numbers.
It's like someone was holding a picture of this zero.
all these hieroglyphics and shit.
I could see it in my mind's eye. What do they mean? I don't know. The craft is on the ground approximately 45 minutes. Then there's a bright flash of light. I don't know. The craft just took off.
Sorry. I got so distracted.
The watch was on and it was behind. In other words, when we were finished, it showed like 45-minute difference in what time it really was.
You'd probably still die.
Some time actually came from the ship commander and some other people saying that for a while. what
Oh.
they attributed to was
Oh yeah, if you have a parachute.
The next day, James
Honestly, that would
Peniston was
suck.
compelled to write down the strange series of numbers in his notebook. It filled an astonishing
I would
12
rather
pages.
honestly not pull a parachute than like slowly die in the miserable cold ocean.
Was okay for me, so once I did it, it went away then. Did I tell anybody? No way am I gonna tell anybody that.
Peniston and Burroughs were ordered by their superiors to document the events they witnessed in Rendlesham Forest. But both men claimed they were pressured to leave out certain
You're
details of the
dumb.
event, especially those suggesting the craft may have been extraterrestrial.
What I remember is that
I'm literally so boring.
you know, we didn't have no
Oh,
structures
it's like,
at all. It was equally on all sides, black in color, warm to touch. I had to get this sanitized story. I left out everything from the feeling of the electricity, feeling of being drawn into it, also description of the craft.
ooh, I love that show.
Until it was left out. And truth by
The
omission,
first
it's
time
not truth.
I ever watched Bob's Burgers, I was
Didn't want to share
tripping on shrooms.
But I clearly felt that they didn't want me to go into all the details.
For the next 2 evenings,
I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, it was just, I don't know, it was just so weird.
Except for a top
Like, the first episode of that show was so weird, and like,
Colonel Charles Hall.
it was just,
What makes the Rendlesham
like, it made sense, but it didn't. It was like, I felt like a child watching Bob's Burgers. Because when I watched it again, like, not, like, tripping on shrooms, it was just like,
or were involved in a more horrific
it had a whole different meaning, and for some reason I just like had this whole different like interpretation of what went on in that first episode that made absolutely no sense, like no coherent sense, and I was just like, wait, so the cow is really
Until years later.
not a cow? And then I'm just like,
incident for some time.
no, that's not the point of the show. Like, I was just tripping balls, dude. Like, and I had never seen it before, so it was just kind of like, I don't know, I didn't really understand.
More interested
It's so dumb, but
this was definitely
yeah, after that I watched it though and I really fell in love with the show.
Military officials claimed the men mistook a nearby lighthouse.
I was like 17.
Perhaps fabricated a hoax.
We're living in a world that until governments and police authorities say this happened and speak in microphones for TV and radio and print, it becomes a non-event. They know how to control.
That's kind of true. Actually, it makes the most simple things and just like everything kind of is like a little more, I don't know. Everything's just really trippy. It makes things more fun.
Reconnected for the first time in many years. Something was compelling them to return.
Oh my god.
We couldn't explain how we got from point A to point B. I don't know.
I remember that shit.
Well, best thing would be for us to go back out and go step by step. That's what we need to do. Come right up to where we were, right where we had it at. We need to do that. I know we do.
The year 2000.
Says we have to go. I suppose we like that composure.
The green slime. That show was really fucking weird though. Like some of those scenarios are just like, really? What kind of fucked up game is this?
What are their intentions and what would happen if they did come back?
I don't know, kind of reminds me of like Fear Factor or something. A Canadian show that did that? Canadians. I don't know. I just yeah, good year. I saw Final Destination. Oh yeah, I remember that movie. I remember watching it too, but I was really young, and I do remember fucking going. Actually, I was like, what? No, I was like 5. But I remember going with my aunt. Oh my god, really? That sucks. For that person, I mean, no, it sucks for you too, but like, fuck, dude, I'd be so sad.
Serious side effects may include seizures, motor problems, sleepwalking, or allergic and skin reactions.
Oh no.
Stop Chantix and get help right away if you have any of these. Tell your healthcare provider if you've had depression or other mental health problems.
Yeah, dude, that's fucking funny.
Alcohol use while taking Chantix. Use caution when driving or operating machinery. The most common side effect is nausea.
For me, Chantix worked. End of story.
Talk to
Oh,
about Chantix.
poor kid, that's so fucked.
Storage solutions, all shapes and sizes, all from the home. Like Husky steel shower unit, $159. You can buy online and pick up in store. All at the Home Depot.
Now you pick for $6 a
Damn, my battery's gonna die again.
King Box with a flame grilled Whopper fries, a drink, and 2 cookies. Choose from the 2 for $6 mix or match sheet. Make your best pick for 6.
The dad was laughing. SMH. Fuck. That is kind of spicy. Damn it, I'm out of orange juice. So good. But alright guys, I am gonna take off because I'm gonna just chill. You know, do my own thing. But it was dope hanging out with you guys and talking and shit. I'm gonna keep coming on here, so yeah. You guys have a good night and definitely have fun. I know it's like 10 o'clock over here, but go on IG. Thank you for subscribing. I might just go on Instagram. It's 9 where you are. It's like 10 over here.
2010. On the 30th anniversary of their close encounter while stationed at Bentwaters.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go on Instagram later.
James Peniston and John Burroughs were compelled to return to the place.
I'm probably gonna make more food because I want to eat some chicken.
We know this is different. Yeah.
So we were talking about chicken earlier, but yeah, I want some chicken.
All the way down to the-
And then I'll probably get on Instagram for a while and like smoke some weed with you guys and chill. But yeah, I'm gonna go cook some food. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll go on Instagram while I do it, but my internet's so shitty. No, my baby. Look, he's so cute. Whoa. He told me to put you in the microwave. He said, bitch, I'll put your ass in the microwave. Whoa, look how cute. He's so sleepy. Oh my god, look at his face. His resting bitch face.
The whole forest was lit.
What?
I think you saw that too, right? In the gate. It was.
Look at him. Oh, it's like
It's just really white light.
not about it.
And Jim Peniston, he really did seem to start going back.
My Instagram, you put Marcus. Wait, what the fuck? I can't read. Apparently, no, I'm just kidding. I can, but I'm just like, yeah. You put grasshoppers in the microwave? Why?
I started touching it back here.
Oh god. Okay, zoom out of my face. I was trying to be dramatic. That was just extra.
When I touch it, and then there's like intense light in it. I get images in my head that I can't explain.
Oh, my Instagram is, it's Pixie Monroe. It's with 3 X's.
At the exact time and place where they were 30 years.
It's different than this name, I know. But yeah, that's the name I use.
Reveal new details about the craft and its purpose.
Yeah, but without the E. Just like
Sound like something.
like without the E after Pixie.
Sound like something's gonna happen. As you can clearly see tonight, whatever it was.
But yeah, I'll get on Instagram later and shit because I'm probably gonna get bored again.
I saw.
I'll just think porn star Tinkerbell.
And this is where.
Oh, okay, that's funny. I mean, that works. That works. I mean, yeah, pretty much. But
I think this is necessary for us to come back on.
all right. You guys have a good night. Hope I'll see you later on Instagram.
You have other things we gotta do.
And peace
This is
out.
not over.